What's up? How you doing? Here we are again. Tonight we're going to talk about gloves. So I go to the Grand Canyon in the wintertime sometimes, and it's really cold up there. Get up in the morning especially. It's 7,000 plus feet elevation. And these are the gloves I trust. Trust these gloves. They've kept my hands warm. They're called Refrigiwear. Refrigiwear. Extra large 0319. They're so nice. And I don't care how cold it gets. Well, I mean, obviously if I went to Yellowknife or something like that, maybe these won't work there, but, and they may. They're heavy duty, so look at that. Suede on the outside and some thermo insulation on the inside. Very warm. I've been temperatures like 2-3 degrees Fahrenheit, and these, well, zero. I've been in places where it was 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and these kept my hands warm. So I highly recommend them. I've been told that they kind of look like the gloves Mickey Mouse has on. They do not. You could wear these at the fireman's ball if you had to. Good quality. So if you see these, pick them up, especially if you live in the cold regions of America or anywhere in the world. Very comfortable too. Yep. And then I have this little tool here. It's an awesome tool from Dead On Tools. You could pry things open with this. You could whack things with this. The backside here, it's like a hammer. Then it has a little opening there for nuts and bolts. Tighten them up. Carry one of these in your back pocket. You never know when you're going to need it. You might lock yourself out of a car, have to break the windshield. This works. So I highly recommend that. And then I have a knife here which I use for prime rib, roast beef, things like that. So it's very sharp. Look at that. It's very sharp. It's made from 420 stainless steel, and it's got beechwood handle. Very high quality. Very heavy. And I have it sharp like a razor blade. So anyway, this is a very nice knife. Especially if you have like a big roast beef, chop it right up. So I always have these ideas that I'm on a mountain somewhere. It's really, really cold, lots of snow falling, and I have a nice tent going. I even like those tents, canvas ones with the hole in the top, and you have a stove inside. Pipe goes out so you don't die of carbon monoxide. I'd like to do that someday. Have some steaks ready, you know, Ziploc bags. Yeah, forget the carbs. Protein steaks. That's where it's good. That's where you enjoy hiking in the mountains. Nice meal afterwards. I used to go hiking with a group of people, and they wouldn't bring the right kind of food with them to enjoy the hike. They would bring nonsense, you know, little pieces of steak cut in little slices, and everybody would get like 3 slices and hot dogs and junk like that. It's like, go spend a few dollars, get a steak, cook it over a fire, and enjoy yourself when you go hiking. They were afraid of the extra weight. They would say, that's a little heavy. I'm like, give me the steaks, I'll carry them. Extra heavy. How heavy is it going to be? A couple of pounds more? If you can't hike with a couple of extra pounds, then don't go hiking. Go to the beach, start a fire there, you know, dig a hole in the sand, fill it up with wood, and cook there. Don't go up to the mountains. If 2 pounds is going to make a difference. So I'm going to show you my brand new beer mug. This is it's one of those beer mugs that keeps the beer cold for a long time. It's right over here. I'm going to grab it. So hold on. Take a look at that. Made out of wood. It even has a top. And the inside is steel. So, right there. Very nice. So you grab it like right here. Like that. Right there, like that. And then you can put anything in there. You can put apple juice, grape juice, ginger ale. You can put orange juice. Pineapple juice goes in here. Pomegranate juice fits in here. Mango juice goes in there. Water with ice. But I'm going to say this to the people that like to drink things room temperature. You're missing out. You got to drink things cold. Things taste better cold. I remember one time somebody said to me they were drinking a beer, and I said, what was that, room temperature? And they go, yeah, it's warm. I go, why are you drinking warm beer? They go, because you taste the details of the beer a lot better. I don't need to taste that kind of a detail. I want my beer cold. I'll have one with my meal, but it has to be cold. It has to be frigid. And I don't like having warm beer. I'd rather not have it. So that's that. But anyway, like I said, this knife here, highly recommended. Highly recommended. Go up in the mountains. Now, I was watching a video a long time ago. Guy had a cookery. I have one inside. I'm not going to go get it now. But anyway, and they're pretty heavy. Mine is made out of railroad track. They took a piece of railroad track, melted it down, and made it into a knife. And it's very heavy, but the guy I was watching, he was saying he carries it around in case he runs into a grizzly bear. And he made a motion like that. He goes, I could probably, do some damage with this. I don't know if I would fight a bear with a knife. I saw Leonardo DiCaprio, and I know it was CGI, but he took a beating. I don't know if I would fight a bear with a knife. No matter how heavy it is, I mean, it may take a while for the bear to die, and while he's dying, he may come after you. So, yeah, best thing with a bear to not be there is the best thing. And this thing here, this thing has weight, but I know a bear's head is hard. So, I mean, this is sharp, but still, that skull is hard. I've heard stories where people shoot at a bear from, like, say the bear is going this way, somebody will be over here, and they'll shoot, and the bear instinctively turns where the bullet came from and attacks. You need a Smith & Wesson 500 or some kind of rifle, but a knife, I don't know, I wouldn't do it. But if you have no choice, a knife is what you're going to use. What are you going to do? Fight the bear like, bears fight, bears wrestle. I've watched bears fight each other, and it looks like they're doing some good wrestling. Anyway, that's the latest. The gloves I highly recommend. I highly recommend the knife here for roast beef, prime rib, turkey. You can cut a turkey up with this, and of course, this is a great tool to have in your back pocket. You can open up things, take nails out of a wall, dig, break ice. Say somebody falls into a pond. Pond is frozen. They go walking, but the ice is like 3 inches thick, and they go under. And then they go, because they'll drift. Then you could see them underneath, trying to look at you through the ice. If you have one of these, you can bust the ice open and take them out. I used to go walking on frozen ponds, but I wouldn't go deep. I would go basically to the point where if I did fall through, it would be like about 3 feet deep, 2, 3 feet, yeah, about waist deep. And there was a weird place that I would go walking through. I was thinking if there was like a crazy person walking in there, easily could take you out, kill you, nobody would know. It was isolated from the world, and I would walk through there, sometimes just me by myself. And usually I would go with a friend of mine. And I remember one winter we walked on the pond and started cracking. I could hear it, making that crack noise. And we immediately got off. But like I said, even if it cracked, we were like 2.5, 3 feet in depth at that point. We didn't go like to the middle where the water is very deep. We weren't ridiculously stupid, so we didn't do that. But still, you don't want to get wet either, fall in there. But anyway, we used to do that a lot. We used to go out there in the wintertime and just walk around in this, almost like a place where you'd find Jason. But we never found Jason. Anyway, that's it. Another weekend coming up.